Shawn Porter calling Brother Boots overrated. All right, a lot of people got up in arms. Seen Aki talk about it. Seen Bushido posted on Facebook. Shout out to Brother Bushido Boxing. Heard Greg Hackett talk about it. I'm gonna speak on that towards the end. So, I mean, it's cool. You can be overrated. Oh, fuck. You could be overrated and still be an all-time great. Overrated just mean, people, you could be an A. People can say you an A plus, but you an A. You still a fucking A. Overrated just mean what it means. It mean they overrated you. It's not necessarily really a bad thing in my mind. Like, you could be like, oh girl, they could rate her a 9, but she really an 8.5 or 8. That's still that's still really good. So, but in the, in the hype, rarely, the hype and substance rarely in boxing match. The hype rarely meets the expectations in boxing. That's what you got to understand. That, it's rare that somebody exceeds the hype. It's very, very rare, especially in some of the upper echelon fights in boxing. When you get these big fights, Pacquiao, Mayweather, it's just, even Crawford and Spence, people thought it was going to be more than what it was. So you got to understand the hype, especially in boxing, it rarely exceeds the expectations. Usually when you got a fight that's okay on paper, it usually be one of the greatest fights you ever seen in your life sometimes. So, being overrated, they can call the national champions in college football. They can lose, or the eventual national champions can lose, and overrated. And then they come back from a loss and they win the national championship. Does that make them does that change they champs? No, it doesn't. It doesn't change. So, like I said before, but with Boots, of course, everybody, you can look at I don't understand how people can never just look at the fighter's level of competition and who he doing it with. No Diddy. And of course, when you fighting guys like he fighting and he looking good, and the guys that stand in front of him, he looks elite, he sliding, he jiving, he looking like Roy Jones, he doing his thing, and then he step up, all the special effects ain't the same no more. That usually what happened in boxing. And after that fight, he looked defeated after that fight. His confidence looked dropped after that fight. He looked like he lost after that fight. You look at that arena was like, damn, Ninja ain't that good. I wasted my time. They was walking out like he lost. You could have made a case that old buddy won that fight, I'm telling you. I ain't scored, but just looking at it, he was giving Boost bit work. That was a close fight. They gave it to Boost because he was at home and he was the house fighter. And his punches was harder, that's why. But when Shawn called him overrated, and Aki pointed to the point where, Shawn just said he was the next coming to Roy Jones Jr. You got to understand, in a sport in which you getting more information in, and in life, your perspective gonna change throughout life as you get older. The more you experience, it's kind of like, I don't know, we talk about interracial dating, right? Dude could be like, I only date black women. He date 10 black women, and it's just, it's just the same shit over and over. It's the same problems, same issues. So you're gonna be like, damn, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up and try something new. And it may or may not work for him. But after a while, the more intel that you get on the situation, especially in a sport like boxing, then your opinions change. There's nothing wrong with changing your opinion. The more you live, the more you learn, the more you see, the more you experience. Now your perspective is different. I mean, it's like meeting a person. People may, meet me and be like, damn, I didn't really know you was that funny, or I didn't really know you talk like that. Usually quiet, usually stone face, and you cool, you cool, Yeah, perception. The more intel you get on a person, the more you're in the situation, the more your opinion changes. So people get mad saying, oh, Shawn's changing his opinion. I don't really care for Shawn neither after he was okay with Ryan Garcia calling us ninjas and all that type of stuff and putting the Neon Ninjas back. He defended, oh, I don't care about that. Yeah, because you married to a Mexican woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing. So I don't even fuck with Shawn Porter. So I can have every reason, but I can separate how I feel about a person from the facts. But the more intel you get on a person, it's or the more intel or more, you know, you experience, or the more information you get on a situation, person, you know, or in the sport of boxing, your opinion gonna change. It's going to change. And of course people was overrating him. Next Roy Jones Jr. Oh, he can beat Earl. He can beat Terrence. You know, after that fight, y'all believe he can beat them? Absolutely fucking not. Put your life on it. Put your life savings on it. He can't. Maybe Earl, but I don't know. You know what he look like. You can catch my drift. So, of course, it's boxing is what have you done for me lately sport. Now, if he turn around and he go out there and let's say he fought Barrios, he destroyed Barrios, then people gonna be talking about he the greatest thing since sliced bread again. That's what they gonna say. He the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's a knee-jerk reaction. What have you done for me lately? Type of sport. And that's what I think people really don't understand. It's always this having a bad ball. I told you he was overrated. He need to retire. Especially when it comes to black fighters. Especially when it comes to black fighters. Really ain't got no margin for error. So yeah, Shawn Porter entitled his opinion, and guess what? He's a content creator. So he has to say things for shock value to bring people to the platform. And then, you know, you had Greg Hackett like, well, why you don't fight him then? Why you didn't give him a chance? Why you didn't get that money? Man, Boots don't bring no fucking money to the table, nigga. I'm listening to that nigga like, why you didn't fight him then? Why you didn't get that money? Man, Boots, easy money then. Like, bro, Boots don't bring no money to the table. They out there rabbit ass mind like Boots is a name. Like he bringing billions of dollars in or millions of dollars. Man, if that's the case, you should have been able to get a better opponent than Kieran Turkachan in the ring. You should have been able to get a Brian Norman Jr. or somebody in the ring. That's the crazy shit about it. That's the real crazy shit about it. Should have been able to get a better opponent in the ring. You gotta get that. Why you didn't get that? I always want to say he retired. Let the man retire. He got a podcast. Let him have an opinion. And I find it funny the same talking points that Greg was making, you know, about why Norman didn't fight Boots. Oh, it's easy money, and if he can't punch, so that's the same thing we be saying about Gervonta Davis. And they be defending Gervonta Davis. That's the same shit. Okay, if Shakur can't punch and he easy work and Devin easy work and, you know, Ryan easy work, why you gotta drain them and do all that? Like, they don't even have no answer for that. They don't really have no answer for that. Like Shawn Porter podcast now. Like, why would I fight Boots? What did I get out of it? Nothing. You get nothing out of fighting Boots. I get to go to Philadelphia in front of a bunch of fans that they gave away raffle tickets to come see the fight. I'm good. Gotta get his numbers up, my Derek James voice. He gotta get his numbers up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get his numbers up, ninja. You gotta get your numbers up. But yeah, the same kind of case he's making for Boots to fight Norman and the rest of them. That's what we saying about. We saying about the rest of these niggas that Tank should be fighting. But Shawn is entitled to his opinion. And yes, he overrated, but most fighters are. They don't not make him not a good fighter. He come back, he fought Ortiz, he destroyed Ortiz, he the best thing since sliced bread. So I don't put too much into it, but it was more of his body reaction, his body language after the fight. That's what it was me. It was more about his body language. You know, he just seemed defeated, or he just seemed like, I'm watching him and he seemed like he lost. He seemed dejected. And maybe they really got their hopes up with him knocking out old buddy. I had people get behind me like we ain't going too much faster, Playboy. That lane is definitely going faster. I'm just pacing myself. But yeah. So yeah, Shawn entitled to his opinion, but next thing you know, he have another great performance. He'll be versus nobody. He did the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's boxing. So what have you done for me lately? But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications when the live drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good313. Venmo CJ Good313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch. Check out the Patreon. Peace.